So right now we're going to be looking for a buy trigger for the dollar cat at negative number. So if we get anything negative, it will probably be weak for cat. So we'll be looking to buy the dollar cat pair. If we get anything above the 1%, we're going to be looking to sell the dollar cat. I think that would definitely add to the bullish sentiment. Remember that the Bank of Canada is looking to hike interest rate next. It's probably going to be the second major economy looking to start their rate tightening schedule after the Reserve Bank of Australia. So Bank of Canada should add some strength to the Canadian dollar. But we're not seeing it recently because of the strength of the U.S. dollar. That's putting pressure on all of the commodities, and being a commodity currency, the Canadian dollar is under a little bit of pressure. But if you compare the Canadian dollar against, let's say, the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, you're seeing that it's actually holding its own water better than other currencies. Just recently, we're seeing a little bit more weakness yesterday, but even the day before yesterday, we're seeing relatively a muted reaction on the CAD. I think it has to do with the proximity to the U.S. economy and the stability. So we are going to probably see, in my opinion, strengthening of the CAD. The dollar CAD should be going down in the medium term being a week or two. So that's my plan. I think we'll probably see dollar CAD around the 102 area. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, we should be getting this release in the next minute or so. And we're going to be buying if we get a negative number. We're going to be selling if we get more than 1% on the retail sales. We're going to be concentrating on the core retail sales. And we're going to be trading the dollar cat pair. All right.
About a minute away from the Canadian March retail sales data. Again, headline retail sales month-on-month expected to be up 0.1% against a prior increase of 0.5%. Ex-autos month-on-month expected to rise by 0.4% against a prior decline of 0.1%.
Now remember, we do have the U.S. opening in about an hour, and there are several different markets opening from now until 9:30. So we're going to see some volatility. But if the number is good enough for us to be jumping on a trade, we should see a consensus and a gradual movement in the direction of the release. So that's what we'll be counting on. If we don't get a tradable release, it's okay. We'll stay out on the market. We'll wait and see how the market reacts. Now, keep your eyes on the dollar yen as well. The 89
Canadian retail sales data should be out in just a few seconds.
The 89 cents is going to be a strong area that I'm going to keep keeping
sales 2.1%, well above the 0%.
Oh, that's very good. Let's go ahead and take a sell.
Less autos at 1.7%.
Let's go ahead and take a sell.
Expected for March. Prior buys 1/10 flat.
U.S. Treasury announcing the pricing of the public offering of warrants.
Go ahead and take a sell now, guys. Entering at 107. Alright, we're taking a sell. We have 1.7%. I mean, in my opinion, that's extremely well. That beats consensus expectation. And the headline retail sales came out at 2.1. So we have both better than expected. And we have prior revision at 0.8%. So everything's looking great. And let me go ahead and enter it in the room. It should be getting it around the 107 handle if you're getting. Alright. So let's see how the market reacts. We see an immediate reaction pushing it downwards, but then it bounced back up. I think the market should be pushing it down. I mean, it's by all means, the number came out much better than expected. Canadian dollar is not showing too much of a reaction, but we're seeing some strength returning to the US dollar. But as I said, this currency is a slow-moving currency. I'm going to give it a little bit of room here. So we're going to be looking at a stop loss around the top end of the range, which is between 40 to 50. So that's where I'm going to put my stop loss at. So depending on where you got in, if you just got in right now, then you're looking about maybe 30 pips of stop loss range. If you got in at anywhere from 40, 45 pips of stop loss range. But we'll monitor this trade, and I do feel that the market should be moving down. But if it starts to take off in the other direction, we'll close it and minimize our loss. So stand by. The numbers are pushing for a stronger CAD. The fundamental outlook shows that we should get a stronger CAD. However, the market is trading the other way. To be honest with you, I think hopefully it will blow over soon, and we'll be able to see the market start to move downwards. I'm seeing Japanese yen strengthening, US dollar strengthening on a little bit of a risk-averse type of environment. However, as far as euro is concerned, euro has been holding its ground. If you guys look at the euro dollar, it's been holding its ground. And the pound dollar, however, has been showing a little bit of weakness from the starting of the day. Canadian dollar trading in a tight range, about 100 pips. It went, up and down, about 2-3 times from yesterday. So it's been in a tight range. So unless we break above the recent highs, I think we're more likely to see the 106 or 104 than we're to see the 108. If you even look at the 4-hour chart, we're more likely to see the market reverse down to the 104 than to see the 108. We're having a strong resistance, from now all the way to the 107.80 area. So, unless there's another round of a strong U.S. dollar sentiment, I think CAD might start to picking up a little bit. Just need to be a little bit patient. Now, of course, the reason why I'm jumping on this trade immediately is because the numbers are just too good. I think the market will realize that and will start to push it down. So let's see if I'm right. But keep your eyes closed to if needed, we'll take our losses there. Alright guys, market is still very volatile, so I would suggest everybody use caution. If you make some pips today, maybe take an early day off. That would be ideal. So if you got out just now, good. If you didn't get out, markets it's going to be like this for a while, but I think we're going to be pretty much range bound. I think dollar CAD is going to remain below 107. And the longer you're in this trade, I think the more possibility for it to give you better profits, because the fact that overall fundamental is looking pretty good for the CAD. And, when the dust settles, we will probably see CAD starting to gain back down to the 102 level. Maybe not today, maybe not next week, but I think it's on the horizon. So have a good weekend, everybody, and I'll see you guys next week. CAD has been good to us, so if you want to keep a small portion running, it's up to you. I'm keeping a small portion running, so we'll see where the CAD's going to take us. Alright, see you guys. Bye-bye.